quick rose update. It's the 10th of June and the roses on the fence are starting to come into the road now. But this is the first year they've been here. They were planted last year and they all came as root stock, which obviously is cheap to buy. And that one is starting to look amazing. It will grow to the full size of that panel, both panels really. It says it goes 12 to 15 foot, so it's a long, basically length than two panels. But so far, it looks amazing. It smells really nice as well. Not the strongest smell, but a nice one. And that is called James Galway from Dave Austin, I think. Yeah, James Galway from David Austin. It's his medium-sized climber, but that's so far I'm pleased with that. This came out really well, exactly what I wanted. It's got a nice spot there in the sun. The other one over here, I've had a few years, but I moved it last year to here. This is Clarence's house. Again, that's got an amazing smell, unbelievable smell. And that's a climbing rose. It doesn't say on the label how high it climbs, but when I've looked online, again, it's the same sort of thing. 12 foot. So that'll cover that panel. I am then going to relocate one of these two clematis that's on here somewhere else, but for now, we can stay there while that establishes itself. So I'm pleased with all that. This one I bought from the same person, David Austin again, is a bare root stock. That's called Kew Gardens. Starting to come to its own now, grows like a bush. A lot of people buy it as a hedge. They put 4 or 5 of them in a row to make a hedge, but I want to add a spot of white at the back. I don't think any of the other roses are white. That potentially might be, but I'm not sure. It's never flowered before. Some of these, this one and this one I believe is from the root cuttings I took from someone else's roses, but I cannot remember for life what they were, so I'm hoping this year they flower. This one's doing amazing, so I'm really pleased with that one. Tied it in a little bit, but I'm really pleased with that one, and I'm pleased with this one in the middle. Two really nice colours, both very different in a way in terms of how the colour spreads through the rose. When you compare that one to this one, similar colours that complement each other well, but they're not the same, especially when they're just first open. This one on the back fence is only just starting to open now, which is a white one against the David Austin rose called Claire Austin, which is another medium-sized climber. And that one is a little bit behind the rest, I think, because it's shaded by that Sambuca, which is fine. It'll find its way. I'm going to just keep an eye on it and keep trying to tie it in sideways to promote more growth, and hopefully I can get it across this panel and onto this panel. Because on this panel in this back corner, I've planted a rambler. Now it's going to take a while to grow because the rambler is rootstock. What's all this weed doing over here? Get rid of this weed growing in the garden or outside. That's sticky stuff. That's one of the problems I've got. You see, I've got a field out the back of where I live, and it's a nightmare. You see there, look. Yeah, down there's a rambler. Now that's going to be ginormous. I cannot find where I put the label, but I've got a record of what it is because I purchased it, and that grows up to 18 foot. Now that's going to cover hopefully this entire corner behind this lilac, which I do need to deadhead now. It's finished. And that rose there beside it, I've had it a hell of a long time. I've got no idea what rose it is. It comes out every year and changes colours basically. Starts off a very pink, then it goes dark pink, then it goes orange. It's a nice one. So yeah, that's where the roses are at. Even at the beginning of June I've still got this one, and this one, which again is another one I think is from a root cut into flower. That's actually got 2 flower buds on, so I'll be able to see what colour that is. The idea was, as a reminder to myself, was to grow all the dahlias in between the roses, but leave the dahlias out over winter, mulched. Then remove the mulch in the end of spring when the frost is gone, and let them grow through like that one, and they'll be established and big. I've got all different size dahlias, so that should work. However, some of them, quite a lot of them, after they started growing, they've been annihilated by slugs. So there was 2 in them, both being eaten by slugs. Tubers are okay. I put pellets down. That one was as well, but it's starting to regrow. This one I managed to save, and this one exactly the same. Annihilated by slugs. It's starting to just regrow. So I'm going to have to keep on top of the slug pellets. Oh yeah, another one there at the back. So I'm going to have to keep on top of the slug pellets. But I think for next year, I'll have to think of a different way of doing it. Maybe bring them out a lot later. Don't put them out as early. Store them somewhere. Maybe store them in the greenhouse or something. Let them grow on for a bit, get a bit more established and bigger. I think I'll do that. And additional roses to the back. So again, I bought this one as a rootstock. It's another David Austin one. Let's see what the name is on this one. Can't see, but I've got a record of that as well. Ideally, that's got some buds on, so I'll see what colour it is. But I wanted that to grow just to pull the roses round a touch into this one on the fence, into this old, big established white one that I've got, which is really good. This one, I have no idea what it is. Again, I grew this from cutting off somebody that I just seen it and liked it, so I asked for cutting. And the this one like sort of flowers in 2 phases, so it flowers really early in spring, comes out before everything else in terms of roses, and then they all fall off, and then they've covered in buds again, and it should flower again. And I think sometimes it's even do it 3 times. This is the biggest it's ever been in terms of the size of the plant. It's really good, really pleased with it. But that's a white one. So again, the idea was the roses at the back, that one there pulls you around this way into this one, and then you end on the corner here with a new rose that I put in this year. Again, another bare rootstock. And that was the idea. So as you kind of come around this bit, there's no roses around here, there's no rose on this left hand side. This is all completely different. Get to the back and you can see from here, it's hard to really show you on camera, it's as much as in person, but the roses then start there and they work their way around and the end here. Obviously then by the time that peony's gone, which is a lovely peony, it's best it's done this year. That actually, last year I had 4 flowers on, but this one's got about 10 on. Looks fantastic, especially with the Astrantia and the clematis behind it, and then you've got the salvia hot lips in there and the geranium in there underneath. Works really well. It's got a couple of dahlias. These are all dahlias in these pots as well, again to complement what's going on up there. I thought you'd end at this rose here, and this rose, there's a really big fuchsia, really baby pink fuchsia. Is it paper pink or is that the purple and white? Not purple and white, but it grows about 5 foot tall. It's really big, and it normally covers that space once that peony's finished, and it leans on the peony foliage to like cover the gap. But what I was thinking was, as the GM dies down and that's doing that, this will be there with them dahlias in growth. And I'm going to add some more height into here. I put some more salvias in there, some more hot lips in there. I'm going to add more height into there. And I mean, what I'm trying to be careful of here is this is the daughter's little play area. That's why I put the mirror there for her. I don't want too many flowers around there. That's going to encroach onto it on top of her while she's playing, and then get laden with bees more than it does. So she's then constantly not wanting to go in that corner. So because she's still at the age where I'm teaching her that bees are okay, they won't hurt you. It's just wasps you want to be ignoring. So yeah, that's the rose update for 10th of June, and I'm really pleased with it. I really am. Looking forward to seeing what the other ones do as they open, what colours they are. I'm hoping for another white in there, maybe a red or a pink, just because I've got two with orange on, and I think the one in front of it's going to be white. That'll break it up. Then there's another white, but I'm not sure what the other two are, so I'm hoping for some different colours there to make it all different colours, but colours that complement each other to make it all pop. I will say.